is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself a good chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go again. Check 9. Undercrush. And rip blast.
Here's Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Gordon on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's bring it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, 57, 57. 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
He was brought down.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hey, watch it.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 15. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Mahomes going to throw. Dancing to his left. He's airing it out. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 18.
Gordon. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 20! And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Number 14.
DK Metcalf. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is the 50. Check Mike 50. You want to run everything yellow. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Bound to lose one. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 6-yard pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm here all day. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Shotgun to his left. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Gets this down to the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes now on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 20-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that. Block 59. Block 50.
This is Homer. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
43.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Homer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 31, Wilson going for Metcalf. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a
gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A gain of 4.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Score, Chiefs 21, Seahawks 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown, the last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half?
There shouldn't be much of a speech necessary now. They've got things going their way.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Seahawks 28, Chiefs 21. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 27, Mahomes, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And quickly to Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This time, Wilson will throw. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike spot 9. I'm coming. I'm coming after you.
Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
On the keeper. Jordan Jenkins on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run this with Homer. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes on the move to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mahomes. A screen pass. That's complete. Mahomes here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Check. Crunch.
run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Robinson. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and...
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front and create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, it's Carson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They run again with Carson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This is Carson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. He would give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They run it with Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This pass finds its way to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time. Completing. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing now is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle.
2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful, because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Wilson to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He's going to let it fly, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league, and to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Seahawks, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.